McCulloch's YouTube channel here. We're back on this McCulloch 1010 automatic chainsaw here. The last video you've seen, I was trying to pull start it and it was giving me some fits. I happened to look down in the fuel tank. Actually, well yeah, I looked down in the fuel tank and I noticed the fuel was kind of a different color. And I know the can that I poured it out of was a good sealed container, mixed up fresh fuel, and that's only like maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks old. And I know it was a good clean container. What I want to show you, I decided to pull the carburetor off because I was going to adjust the metering lever. And just kind of tinkering on this McCulloch 1010. That's what we'll just call it, tinkering on it. I'm going to bring the carb up to you. And this carb was clean. You see right down there in that corner? Oh, hold on. Alright, here's a little better shot. If I can point to this right. You see right in here where I'm pointing with this flat blade screwdriver? I don't know what kind of junk that is. See, I can scrape all that. I'm going to put a little bit on my finger. You can see the tip of my finger. It's clean. See that stuff? I don't know what that is. So I'm going to take a sample of fuel from the tank and we will show you that. Alright. Also want to show you the diaphragm. It's still pretty soft from soaking it in the brake fluid. And like I said, this diaphragm here was it soaking in brake fluid probably a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. I'm not really sure because I had it in the brake fluid and then I got this nasty cold and I'm still kind of getting over. But it's soft. I don't know what longevity. Maybe if you're in a pinch and you want to go ahead and use that, there's probably some different, ideas, methods. I mean, really the best way is to go ahead and get you a carb kit, for 10 to 15 bucks or 20 bucks, whatever they run for these SDC carburetors. But this is still soft. It don't sound like a crinkled up tater chip. So we'll see what longevity is on it. And I know that soaking in that brake fluid can swell these. The thickness this way and make them expand, I believe. But let's see if we can suck some of this fuel out of this tank here on this McCulloch 1010 and see what color that fuel looks like. I've got a nice clean container right here, glass jar, and I've got me this syringe right here. And let's see if we can, if this is long enough to go inside the tank and pull some fuel. If not, we'll figure something out. God dang, this thing's hard. No, it's not even reaching the fuel. Well, some of you are going to say, just pour it out of there. Well, y'all give me a minute. Alright. Well, we got a little bit of fuel from the tank on this McCulloch 1010, which is the fuel right here. And looks like, you know, it's got a green tinge to it. And there's some sediment in there. You see that stuff? It's all floating down to there. You know, I'm not sure what that is. Here's the fuel in the smaller container that came from my gas can that I know was clean. Now look at that. I don't see any sediment. We'll get you a better shot here. Okay, you can see this fuel here. This is the fuel that came from the tank on the McCulloch 1010. This is the fuel that came from my gas can. You can see how much cleaner that is. And this is dirty, so I'm not sure if that's from this sealer here, this Versachem gasket sealer type 2. It says it does resist fuel, oil, kerosene. It says it resists it. And so, but I did have some squeeze out of this sealer inside the tank. So I'm not really quite sure what's, I know that tank, I know I cleaned this tank, the inside of it and top of it, because I resealed it with that, so I had to clean it. So I don't know what's gotten in there, or if there's something with this fuel filter. The next thing I want to do is pull the fuel filter, and we'll get a look at that fuel filter and see how it looks. And I figured I'd just share it with you. Alright, I'm going to try to get you guys in here in the tank to see. I think it's, I think the gas is deteriorating this sealer. So I thought this sealer would be pretty good. If any of y'all have used this sealer out there, leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think of it. If you, maybe you've had good luck with it, but I'm thinking that's the culprit. Now let's see if we can get you into the tank. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll try. Alright, let's try and get you into the tank here. I don't know if you're going to see in there, but I can see sediment. You see that sediment? I'm going to reach in there and just give it a little, just kind of stir it for a second, and maybe you'll see it floating around. Right there at that left corner, if you look down right here, and there's sediment all in there. And before I looked in there and there was squeeze out from when I put this tank half together, I could see the squeeze out in there. And it was soft. And this sealer's not supposed to, the sealer's not supposed to get hard. It's supposed to stay soft. It's supposed to be flexible. So I'll put you back in a stand here. Alright. Here's the fuel filter out of this 1010. Excuse me. This is not the original style of filter for it. This came off like one of your Echo weed whackers, Echo equipment. At least I found this type of filter on many of Echo's, and I like this style of filter. And you can take a flat blade screwdriver get in here, pop this clip off around here, pull these pieces of felt out, and you can rinse those out with some like alcohol, dry them out good, electronics cleaner, carb cleaner, and then there'll be like another screen in here that you can clean out as well. I don't think you'll see it in there, but just want to share that with you. So we're gonna go ahead and flush this tank, and we'll bring you back. Alright, I just want to show you a little something here. Here's one of the jets for the carburetor on the McCulloch 1010. And if I can get this thing to focus right, it's probably not going to want to focus. So what I'm doing is taking a piece of a Scotch-Brite and just not being forceful, just buffing the end. I'm going to do that on both jets there. Just get them cleaned up a little bit. I didn't think they were dirty, so I just wanted to do that real quick. And I've got this carb here, the body of the carb. I've got everything all cleaned out. There's no junk or any debris. I mean, it's very possible under these. I forget which one has the check valve or your nozzle. But these watch plugs, you can take a punch, make sure and take your high and low jets out, and you can go in at an angle with the punch like that, pop these out. I don't have any of these, I don't have a kit, so it's possible there could be some junk under there. So we're gonna go ahead and put this carb back together. You've seen me do that, so I'm not gonna bore you with that. We'll bring you back. All right, before I forget, this is the fuel that I took out of the tank from that McCulloch there. I'm going to turn it one way. Look at all that stuff there. That's all, I think, from that squeeze out of that Versachem silicone. Look at that. I mean, that's not cool. And it feels a little, it feels gritty. Well, the silicone does have sand in it, or however it's made. But yeah, look at that. You can see all that stuff washing back and forth. So yeah, that wouldn't be good getting down in your engine. It would just score your piston and cylinder, wreck your bearings if it's gritty. So, but it looks like that squeeze out, it's washed it all out in there. We'll bring you back. Alright, y'all. A couple other little deals I wanted to mention. That's the old carburetor to intake block mounting gasket. This is a new one that I cut. I thought we might be having an air leak around there, so we're gonna go ahead and put this on, put the carburetor on, and we're gonna give it a test. We'll bring you back. Sorry if I'm pausing. I just got things going on. This is how it's happening. Y'all bear with me. All right, I've already got the carburetor back on this saw here. Put a little fuel down the throat of the carburetor. We're going to switch her to on. We're going to give her some pulls and see what she does. I was able to find a duckbill valve and a new O-ring for the cap. It's not new, it was used. We're going to try it and see. So hopefully this tank's sealed up, and if it's still going to give me fits, then we will have to throw a carburetor kit in it, and we'll do it a piece at a time just to see what we find. If it's the metering diaphragm, Usually it's the metering diaphragm that gets stiff and hard, and you can put a new one of those and you're usually good. But why not just go ahead and put a whole brand new kit in, you know? But do it, to me, to do it piece by piece, then you'll know exactly what piece it was, which, if it was a fuel pump side, if it was the metering side, or, you know, it could be a number of other things. Let's give this a shot here. Still that same thing, start and die. We'll open up the load jet, quarter of a turn or so. I don't know if we're gonna find out. We're still finding out. You know, I could probably pull on this thing 2,000 times. For some reason, I don't know if it's pulling fuel. Not even attempting to do anything. You don't want to pull fuel. So it's probably that fuel pump diaphragm. You know, I hope you're all enjoying this. I'm just a guy tinkering out here in my shop, trying to show you little bits here and there what I know. I feel blessed to be on YouTube and have as many subscribers as I do. I mean, it's not a lot, but I thank each and every one of you, and thank you for following along. I really appreciate y'all. We're not gonna give up on the saw. We're gonna keep tinkering on it. We'll probably have to get on the interwebs and see if we can't find us a kit for it. Yeah, we're gonna have the shop apprentice come over here, but I'm gonna put a little more fuel in it, and I'm gonna check my jets here, the adjusting on them. Should be about one turnout for your low and one turnout for your high, give or take, and then get your saw running. You know, you may have to do some tinkering on the low or the high, either one. Excuse me, I'm still getting over a chest cold. Darn crud's going around. Well, we got the low jet, one turn out. Let's give her just a little bit of fuel, see what she does. We'll have to check our plug in a minute. That might have been a little much. hearing protection on, because watch. I won't do that and this thing will fire and do something. She just don't want to cooperate. I'm holding the throttle, and it's not want to do anything. I mean, a little bit, but I'm just getting tired of pulling on the darn thing. Yeah. It's wanted to, but I don't know. We're gonna have to probably throw a kid in it. I don't know. We've got a whole lot of other investigations to do on it. Well, we figure out the problem. We'll get a carburetor kit for it, and we'll bring you along for that as well. We'll let you know what the heck what we find on it. So you're probably bored out of your mind out there watching me pull and pull and pull on it. So I'm gonna let y'all go for now. So we will see you guys on the next one. Remember, let's be kind to folks. Let's uplift folks out there, inspire people along the way, and help others. Let's be kind to folks, and let's inspire others to do the same thing. And let's not hold any knowledge back. Let's share. To me, it's funner sharing. And if you're one of them ones that wants to hold everything to yourself, that's fine. But why hold it to yourself? You really can't take it anywhere. Share it. You know, that could help somebody down the road. You know, that's the way I see it. You know, I don't know everything. I'm still learning every day. Still learning on these old saws. A lot of other saws, you know. Some things go easy. Some things give you a fight. But that's a part of life. We all got to go through that. So pick what you really like doing, and you'll master it. You know, well, maybe you won't master it, but you'll be good at it. I don't know. I guess I'm just rambling, but we will see you guys in the next one. You all take care. Let's be kind to folks.